Hey gang, Joshua Bacarella here with your Lake St. Clair Sportsman's Direct Fishing Report and Ice Report. So, how many of you guys were up late last night listening to that howling gale force wind? I know I was, and yes, I was losing sleep because I thought, oh my gosh, here we go again. Just like last year, it's over. Well, it's not over. Not over by any stretch. So we dodged a bullet, a big bullet. First thing I did this morning was drive down to the lake right at sunrise. Started out at Beacon's Cove, checked the ice down there, and lo and behold, the lake ice held. All the way from Beacon's, all the way up to Metro, as far out as I could see with current conditions, out at least past the first jam, the ice is held. So the only thing it looks like we lost down in that area was open water out in front of the spillway, which is, I mean, kind of common sense, right? We had all that rain, and you got all that salinity and everything pushing, and it pretty much wiped that ice out in front of the spillway. So definitely stay away from the spillway. Matter of fact, stay away from all the points, any place where you've got runoff, all of your normal, notorious, going to lose the ice first spots. Next place I went down to was down to the day sail, and all the ice out in front of the day sail held. All the ice back in the marinas held. Again, use some common sense. That ice around that island at Metro, that ice is, it's going to be sketchy at best. It's probably gone. I couldn't really see from where I was this morning, but I'm guessing around that island it's probably gone as well. Next stop was down to South River Road. And South River Road, just like you would expect, the Clinton River towards the mouth opened up. So, I mean, no surprise there. The boat launch was open. From the point at South River Road from Harley all the way over to Metro was open, and then out for looked like maybe a half mile or so, and then also off to the north again was open water. Now from there all the way down to look like Cotton Road and all the way up into Anchor Bay, it still held on. So that ice down there is still holding on, guys. It looks to be fine. It's going to make ice tonight. There's no snow on the ice, so we're going to make more thickness. Now, with that said, be careful, because those areas that were open water today with the winds laying down tonight are probably going to freeze, and they're not going to look much different than the old ice. So it's going to, you're not going to have a big transition. The other thing is, with all the heavy winds that we had, if it looks like a pressure crack and smells like a pressure crack, it's a pressure crack. So use common sense around it and be careful, because those pressure cracks, when you get all that wind, even though we held onto the ice, they might have moved, they might have shifted, and those spots could have some brand new ice that I don't want anybody to go through on, okay? So that's the ice report side of it. So there's plenty of ice out there for you guys to fish. Use some common sense. Wear your creepers. It's going to be like a skating rink. And remember those earlier reports where I was talking about white ice? Find the white ice. It's going to be your friend again. But you're probably going to have some dirtier water conditions with this runoff that's going to help to keep those fish a little calmer. It's going to help to hold them a little bit more. You may be actually trying to hunt down for cleaner water with all that rain that we had. But you'll figure it out when you get out there. I got faith in you guys. Now, fishing side of it. During that warm-up, when all that wind was coming in out of the south, there were some guys fishing in all that rain, and man, they really did well. Up by the raft, they got some really big seeds. There was some big crappies caught. Off of Metro, there was some really nice perch caught out there. The guys that were willing to pay the price out in that horrible weather, even though it was warm, they really got some nice fish. The walleyes, not so much. I didn't hear reports of great walleye fishing, but they did get some walleyes as well. So, I mean, here we are. We almost got like another shot at it here. I know you guys thought it was all gone. Hit your favorite spots. You're going to find fish. There's probably going to be a little lighter traffic than normal, because a lot of guys are going to be petrified after that warm weather. Use some common sense. I don't think I'd be running machines out there, okay? I can't stop you guys from doing it. I think it should be, a walking zone right now after that big warm-up until everybody gets kind of comfortable. But we got great weather ahead of us all week. We should have some kind of moderating temperatures, which the bite should pick up. I do expect the bite to be a little slow tomorrow. We're coming in on a hard cold front. So, either slow the presentation down and fish smaller baits, or really rip the big stuff and try to get those fish going. But you should have some great conditions out there tomorrow. And good luck, and we'll see you in the shop.